right, I think I might be live. Hell yeah. I said I was going to try and stream weekly and just work on music. Has been a little busy lately, which is a good thing. But yeah, still need to carve out some time for myself to make music every day. And haven't really been managing. That's on me. Also, I've been having a lot of issues with my laptop. I'm already wondering what's going on here. We've frozen. Stream does seem to be lagging. Bitrate's not very high. Right, that was weird for it to not respond for that long. So yeah, basically what I've discovered is that my CPU has been thermal throttling. And I have now set it to 80%. That's not fully utilizing the CPU. I think there might be a way I can undervolt as well. But what I would really need to do once I've finished a few projects is just open the laptop up. I'm reluctant to do it with ongoing projects because one of my drives is not very well mounted and it's working, so I don't really want to touch it. But yeah, I should probably open it up, clean the fans, maybe even repaste the CPU. Stream quality seems to have gone up, at least the bitrate has. So let's see how this goes. You might get some dropouts. Apologies for that. My system is running hot and we are having very hot days as well. So that definitely isn't helping. But yeah, this is Reason 12. I've been using Reason since version 2. I bought version 5. I'd used 2 before that and 4 at college. And then I got 5. And then used 5. Actually, I got 5 with Record. So it already had the audio tracks in it. Reason prior to version 4, you couldn't add audio or record audio directly into the sequencer. It was all device based. So you had to drag in samples into a sampler and trigger them that way. Or back then you could rewire into another program. So I used to have Pro Tools. So I used to rewire it into Pro Tools or work just in Record, it was called, where it had the audio tracks and then it had all the Reason devices. And then for version 6, they combined Record and Reason into Reason 6. So they ditched the Record name and they just made it one program. They made that a pay what you want upgrade because they hadn't added all that much. But then 6.5 came along and they added a whole new thing. They added rack extensions, which were third-party devices for the rack. Reason's specialty is obviously you can tab to the back of the rack. Doesn't appear to be responding to me. Weird. A great start. Maybe we should just restart it. It had been running in the background for a while. Oh, hello. Yeah, so this is the back of the rack. So everything eventually goes out to this hardware interface. Here we go, audio I/O. So from the master section, it goes out to 1 and 2 on my interface. And yeah, other programs have it visualized digitally with drop-down menus and stuff. Reason has it all patched up like this. And when you add a device, you can see it automatically gets routed to a mix track. And this is the mix track. Then if you go to the mixer, this is the same track. You can route it to a bus. They made that pretty easy to do with a drop down. And then you can add effects inside here or load combinator patches where they've combined, kind of like a group in Ableton. And you can bypass all those. That's, as you can see, yeah, insert effects. And then, yeah, this is again where you route to. You can route to a bus or straight to the master. They give you pan on here, but if you jump to the mixer, you'll also have a width control. And you've also got sends with like toggle switches and then levels for your send effects. And you've got an SSL style EQ. And they've also got a UI for it, or spectrum view. So you'll actually see the sound. And you can control the EQ from here or from there. So like if I hit high pass, you'll see there's a toggle there. Excuse me, low pass. So yeah, that's sort of Reason's basic structure. They've got a master compressor, which don't think I've ever really used. I may have tried it, but never actually exported stuff with a master compressor like that. Welcome, first viewer. So anyway, I've been messing with it a little bit more recently. I've been just enjoying some of their stock instruments, and I quite enjoy the sequencer. It's a bit primitive, but it's also quite immediate. Like you can quantize on the way in. If I press F8, here's the quantize window. So I could quantize to like 75% on the way in. It's nice to just be able to toggle that on and off with a little button here. And then hit quantize to quantize that value as well. You can add lanes with comma. You can have lanes. So now you can record, maybe you have your like high notes on one lane and your low notes on another lane. Or for drums, I find it handy because I might sequence sort of kicks in a lane and hats in another lane and so on. So yeah, there's things about Reason's sequencer that I quite like. It kind of just gets out of the way and lets me make stuff. So I'm actually going to start with a different device. I'm going to start with Europa. See if it's going to take ages as well. Honestly. I'm tempted to restart Reason. I've never had it act so weird. So yeah, this is their wavetable synth. You've got 3 oscillators, or yeah, wavetable engines, and you can do some spectral stuff to each one, including spectral filter, which can do some interesting stuff. And then you can send 1, 2, or 3 to this filter. They're both polyphonic, so you can per note have envelopes on the filter and LFOs on it. You've got unison over here, and envelopes at the bottom, so it's kind of self-explanatory if you've used Serum or Vital or anything else. I was messing with this the other day. had our first dropout. I want to see if it's temperature related. I suspect. Yeah, it's running hot. I mean, so am I. I'm sweating. But yeah, this machine wasn't doing this before about January, so I do need to open it up and see if the fan's covered in dust or something. But I can hear the fan. Doesn't sound unusually loud. Like this other laptop here was very noisy as soon as you turned it on, and I found loads of dust in it, and it's like pretty quiet now actually most of the time. My other laptop, no, it's very strange and it's suddenly thermal throttling, so it might need the CPU repasted or something. Let's see. Ooh. So now if I hit it harder, the envelope opens up more. What we could try and do is go velocity to engine 1 shape negatively. So the harder I hit, the more open it is. Maybe it could be a layer. Ooh. Man, these dropouts are bad. And this is with the CPU not running at 100% even. Kind of brutal. Let's give it a count in. And that's over here. Pre-count. Oh, that was without quantize. Not too bad. I'll just quantize it a little bit. Going to make it auto, so notes overlapping will bend. Let's put it on auto. So far the notes aren't overlapping, so it's all good. So that's the effect. Could make it retrig. Maybe retrig makes more sense. I'm sure there was a way that I got an extra harmonic out of the sub. Maybe it was one of these modifiers. Probably FM. Yeah. I'll rather just use reverb or some other thing to widen it. I don't really want reverb on the low end, so I'd rather make some sort of a reverb send with a high pass on it. Oh, the lag. That's what made me think it was thermal throttling, is like the whole system lags, not just the sound, like the UI, the mouse, the graphics, everything. So let's see what the EQ is doing. It's doing the opposite of what I'd want. Leave my sub alone. Then we can tweak the reverb here. Make it ping pong. A little bit. I think that'll add it to this, but I could be mistaken. It could be its own send now. Okay. I'm getting this many dropouts with one sound. I'm scared to like do more. Sucks. This all started, yeah, mid-January. Just suddenly got performance tanking, and I've run multiple operating systems and Linux. I should have done temperature checks sooner. Kind of thought there'd been some update or something that had changed on my system, but it seems it was just Thermals. Now might be a good time to mess with this guy. Reset. So what they call this is a grain table synth. So they've got sort of, I don't even know how exactly that works, but you can hear it's sort of a guitar and it's got some motion in it. A guitar sample, and you can slow it down. And I guess that's using granular as opposed to wavetables. But you can't load your own, unfortunately. But it makes for a lot of impromptu experimentation and weird noises that you don't expect. Just messing with it. Nasty. There's also the shift control. It's like a form and shift, I think. It's pretty hit and miss. Pitch is on that one, but not on that one. Shift is on this one, but not that one. What I could do is use this as a pitch envelope. So, filter envelope to pitch. And I think we have to dial it back at the back. Weirdness. So this is kind of the start point of the motion. I wonder if you can hook velocity. No, there's no mod out for velocity. Oh, there is velocity here though. I was thinking of putting it onto the shift. The harder I hit it, the different the tone is. Kind of just making some percussion. Constant dropouts. High temperatures. Yeah, not good. So this motion is affecting the shift on the sine wave. Sounds kind of weird. So let's see without it. Interesting atonal sounding. This is not usable. I'm going to probably try the other laptop. I just need to finish some projects on this one, and then I'm going to open it up and poke around inside. I've pasted a CPU in a desktop before. I'm not sure if it's as simple in a laptop though. just realized the shift is also affecting the sine wave at the with the velocity. Excuse me, with the velocity. Kind of cool though. Dropouts galore, and like there's no CPU load. That's why it took me so long to figure out what was going on. Like 2% CPU load and running hot. Maybe instead of shift. I didn't intend on starting with bass. I wanted to start with something melodic. Maybe an arpeggiator of some sort. Or a note repeat. Note echo. This could be interesting. Oh man, I feel like I've gone back to my old Dell laptop from like 2012. So can I automate the no, not the repeats. I want to automate the step length. There we go. thing we can do is we can lock it to scale. Scale. I'm trying to make it more gentle. I guess we need level. Yeah, so the repeats are softer. That makes sense. Speaking of softer, maybe we repeat some of it. This is where those lanes... Oops, that's the wrong track. I need to mute the notes even for good measure. What about we make a new lane and it re-triggers itself like that. Chaos. Let's join these up. And then this might not go quite that slow. An atonal mess. That's what we have. I'm going to add scales and chords. And I'm going to switch it to, what was I playing in? F minor. Ah, that's what I wanted. Stream seems to be okay despite my computer dying. Okay, so let's just see the values here. This one starts at 35, goes up to 211. So let's make that like half as fast. Do that. And that, maybe. Go a little bit faster. Little bit faster. Interesting sequence. Hellstrom a lot. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to add my favorite delay. Although I'm starting to feel like anything I do might just kill my laptop. Really not doing well. Maybe I can stick something cool underneath it. Yeah, it's cooking. So, not sure what I can do about it. Other than use the other laptop until I've finished some important projects and then open it up and inspect it. Sure, let's double the length of it. Why not? And then now it's it's sort of cascading. Wow. Hey, Not Was One, welcome. Chaos, 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 chaos. Next time I can prop the laptop up on several cool things. Need to put my laptop in the fridge next time. Hey, Uploot, welcome, man. Nice to see you. I discovered finally what's been going on with my laptop. It like been in crazy decline since like mid-January. And I think it is thermal throttling all of a sudden. So I suspect the CPU needs repasting because the fan sounds healthy. But I'll open it up one of these days. I'm just a bit reluctant because one of my drives is sort of taped in there. And I'm afraid that it's going to come loose or something. And I'm going to have issues with existing projects, client projects. So I'm going to try and just get stuff done or get it running on this other laptop and just make sure everything's backed up and yeah, have a look inside once I am sure. So it's a bummer, and I changed the CPU to not use 100% power, and I thought that might help. It seemed to be helping off stream, but as soon as I went live, it's been a crap show. I'm almost tempted to just stop, but I'm pushing through at the moment. Basically, I've got this note echo, so every time a note presses, damn, it sounds nice. And then the one below it is locking it to the key that I'm playing in. And yeah, it's set at the moment. Every repeat goes 4 semitones up in pitch and goes down in velocity. So that's why the tonal center, the root note, is the loudest. And then I've automated the step length. It's in milliseconds at the moment. You can have it on tempo. Let's see what that sounds like, actually. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ignoring my automation when it's in that mode. Interesting. That's the notes that I'm playing. It's sort of a it's an 8-bar sequence that I've duplicated and repeated on top of itself, just like 2 bars into the sequence, it starts over again. So it's kind of creating an interesting cascading effect on top of another cascading effect. Could try and make something granular. Oh, man. It's completely freezing. I really feel like I've gone back to 2012 with the laptop performance. And it took me a while to figure out what was going on because I would look at Task Manager and I wouldn't see any spikes. Like nothing seemed out of the ordinary. And that was baffling me. So maybe a break of some sort. Or a vocal or something. I thought it was a hard drive issue because stuff like this was lagging, like going through samples. I thought maybe it was a hard drive, and then I installed Windows on a different hard drive. I even installed Linux. Yeah. It's like can't even preview samples.
House.
That could be interesting. So that's long grains. Also interesting with a drum loop. That's why I was going to look for a break. Preferably not an RX2. I don't think they will work in the granular thing. Maybe they will. Isn't it lovely? We can't even hear sound. So then you can set the motion to an envelope. And maybe we can loop a section of it. if we tempo lock it. Get interesting polyrhythms. We could trigger it by key. What happens if we do this? One, two. Yeah, it could be like 5 minutes of slowdown, or it could be 5 seconds of slowdown, and there's no indication of when it's going to stop. It sucks. Nope. We're not fine. We're not fine. We're not fine. I was thinking of making this a chord somehow. Scales is on as well. I'm going to switch it off. I'm going to repeat that one once. trying to imagine what sort of a rhythm would go underneath this. Qualified Southerner. I'm afraid that looks like spam to me. So I've blocked it in Restream, but lately it doesn't seem to be blocking on the platforms where it's messaging, which kind of sucks, but yeah, ignore the spam. I'm trying to imagine what sort of rhythm would go underneath this. Ha! pretty nice patch. I just randomly loaded that one. Took rather a while to load. Sounds pretty cool. But I realized something funny. This was supposed to be a separate delay from that one. That can be fixed. Basically, yeah. This is supposed to run like that. So that's one send. Let me just go to the mixer and send this one there. That was that delay. Then these two sounds were supposed to go into the other delay. So effects send 5 goes in there. And back in there. And that's what this delay sounds like. I would have looked for a different one, but it took so damn long to load that I'm kind of just taking what I got. Maybe. Maybe we take these all down. Then I want this chord device there. So I think it's Control for copy and then Shift for wire it automatically. Control Shift drag. Mildly confusing. Trying to remember. Here we go again. Wasn't till I was a lot older that I realized that they just straight up used a whole lot of like famous drum breaks and renamed them in Reason, which is quite cheeky. Anyway, what I'm probably going to do is just get a drum rack. I'm going to make a new lane for that. Redrum. Stick it there. Huh, that didn't take half an hour to open. Okay, I seem to remember I had some like garage type pack. I think it was Wide Boys. That's kind of the vibe I was going for, or had just decided to go for. Make it sound like I planned this. Hell no. Command type. These are not rims. Pretty sure Native Instruments will have some good ones. Ah, this is painful. So now whenever I hit that, it triggers the other one. It's literally just gate out from the one, gate into another. I'm not super sold on where this is going, but hey ho, just messing around. The laptop not behaving is definitely an influence on the stream. Next thing is we need some shuffle. Gonna be a bit odd though. Maybe that's okay, not too much shuffle because the rest of the sequence, like note repeat. Let me just wait for my computer to chill. I was going to say the note repeat doesn't shuffle. Even if we were to put it on the sequencer track, it wouldn't sequence. Although I think you can write the scales and chords and stuff to the track. Man, the lag is real. I'm trying to remember. There was definitely, it was in techno or house. There were some loops that might go well with this. Like that. I'm going to send it to send the sequence to the track, and then this is loop playback where it just plays constantly, so I switch that off. So now it's going to play from this sequence. In theory. Give it the shuffle. Definitely needs more shuffle. too bad for a starting point. We can get creative with other rims and hats and things. But probably off stream because my computer is lagging. Stick these all in the shuffle. These A1s or these things, these are kind of like the groove pool in Ableton. You can, A1 is this, it actually had a preset called straight, but I ended up turning up the shuffle, so it's not straight anymore. That's why it says straight shuffle. Makes no sense. But yeah, sort of like a mixer, but for grooves, kind of like Ableton's groove pool. I didn't mean for that bass to sound organy, but it kind of does. That's kind of what inspired the garage turn of events. There's a lot of low mid stuff I could hear. Also, I feel like it could be So in order to EQ these sounds, I'm going to have to make mix channels. The first, can I just duplicate? Ah, nice. Okay. So let's take them all up. Let's go kick. And those two, that's a good start. Not bothered by that yet. Definitely bothered by this guy. So if I use that bell, the narrowest it goes is like this, bearing in mind it's emulating an SSL EQ. If you hit E mode, you get a lot more control. I think that was what was bugging me. I don't know. It might have been that actually. Okay, already I want to go and make a drum bus. So also let's just label these. Cool. And let's come in here, create a new output bus, call it drums. Give it a color. I always seem to go for red for buses. Just handy to be able to do that. Just go in and solo your drums with a bus, and also send stuff. Nice. I'm soloing there, so the notes aren't being sent to all the other things in the background, because when you solo in the mixer, the other stuff still happens in the background. What I want to do with this is maybe put, let's stop it. Let's put Air Windows Consolidated. By the way, we can take a snapshot of the UI. Like this. And then when I search for it again, we'll have a UI. And what I should do is create a VST favorites list. Stick it in there. Should do the same with ReQ. I use the SSL one, but I also sometimes want, for whatever reason, ReEQ. Maybe I want more than 2 bells, you know? And anyway, what I wanted to look for here is, it's not showing. Oh, there we go. I was messing with this yesterday, and I'm curious how it'll sound on this. So off, on, sounds a little brighter. It's supposedly for mastering for vinyl. The high limit was an interesting sound. But that's pretty clean sounding. I'm sure I heard one that like really clipped the highs off. I thought it was a 2 vinyl, maybe an older version, but I don't see it in the list there. So brightness. Let's try the original slew. I can tell it's still lagging. Let's see if the tape to tape maybe. Maybe it was from tape. I don't think it's a refined one. What's tone color? Channels. Interesting effect. Can't really hear those ones. I'm yet to. But yeah, that tape to tape sounds really cool. I sometimes put it on whole like sub mixes and things. I was looking for some way to dirty up the high end. I realize I can also just do this. I hit save by mistake. Whoops, that was me hitting save by mistake. I was trying to hit Control D and I hit Control S. Got a plan. Starting to like this. Now I also think putting something cold on my laptop helped. I mean, I had one sound that was cutting out. I didn't think I'd get this far, honestly. Did I high pass this loop? I did. Never mind. I wanted to do a riser, or a sort of a riser, using this. Let's see. May need to automate this guy. Is that how we automate? No. We go in here. We go automate. And then we click a parameter. It says decay. Whoops. Automate. Time. And the other time. All right, let's see. Oh, crap. I only see one thing to automate. Same. Okay, I guess we'll draw in delay. Decay, excuse me. What's going on? That's pretty trippy. Why is it being like that? Do I have to insert another automation lane? so strange. I mean, yeah, I can do that. That doesn't seem right. This is bizarre. I've never experienced this issue before. I feel like I've automated many things in the past. What I could do... see, parameter. Decay. But then how do we even automate that? Can we automate this? Apparently not. That was kind of what I was hoping. Can we automate this? Doesn't seem like it. Wait, input? No. That is odd. That's really weird. Can't seem to automate more than one thing. What if I delete that? And learn that. Effects 1. Oh, no. Just straight up isn't learning that parameter. Weird. Like moved a parameter. So we can automate this. Can we automate the other one? Why? I've automated these things in other doors. Really weird. Alright, I'm going to just not do it with that. I'll do it with the other one, maybe. Feedback. Automate that. Time. Could automate that. What if we turn off sync? Hey, we made progress. Took us a while. I'm also going to double the length of the intro. I forgot the automation. I was also thinking maybe we octave up the second lane. Let's do that. Also, I want some sort of a pad or a string. I was thinking perhaps stabs. Stream appears to still be live with a couple viewers. Thanks for hanging out. Bearing with me and my extremely slow computer. Really? Wow. I've been watching this little meter in the corner here, just full red. Hoping I can like make music again would be nice. I wish I could remember the name of the sound I heard recently. It was really pretty. I don't know if it was in here somewhere. Hello. Hi. Yep. Time is that going to take out of you? Oh, right. Long, like lecturing, basically. Hell yeah. That's so cool. World we're in, I guess. Oh. Monitoring on by default. Not very nice. These constant. So annoying. Oh, see how much it's lagging as well. Yo. Now it's not even playing. Hello, welcome back. Jeez. The time stretch sounds pretty good, I have to say. All right. I'm going to save this and, well, have one last attempted listen. I had one last idea, actually. Let's see if we can be patient enough to execute one last thing. Oh, the lag. Man. We're waiting minutes for Reason 2 things to load. totally freaking out. This laptop still isn't unfrozen. Hey, there we go. I think we're unfrozen. Yo! Freezing like crazy. Let's have another listen, and then I'm heading off. Can't stand this laptop situation. I think I have to join them. And then I can edit them. All right, I've tried my best with all the freezing and stuff. I was going to load another project and have a playthrough of that, but nah. I'm just going to quit while we're ahead, save this strange thing, or maybe not. Maybe I'll save it. And have a great rest of your afternoon.